Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Right to the air is Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Now a throw here to his running back. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. With a play fake to Jacobs. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
This to Jacobs on the toss right, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He hits Adams complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Throwing here, Rush. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold. Scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. On 2-yard line, brings up 3rd down and
47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. This is taken at the 15. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kickers over there are saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower, because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 36, Prescott looking deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
The final shot before break. Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To try again after the sack. Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Kill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Trucks over him. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw his Carr. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
From the 24, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool them with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Able to find Gallup. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I might kill a clone. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Cleveland. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And only able to get this to the net. So probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Quick throw, he's got Hunt on the slant. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 40. Hunt will try going up the middle. He'll get this down to the 38.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Third and long. It's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone. And that's one that'll launch it. And now it brings up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And we see here on the next-gen stats, he was able to take that nearly 60 yards after the catch.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Deshaun Watson fighting Amari Cooper. And the Browns post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 2nd and 5 now. Ryan.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 45 on second down, Watson. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group. We just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to hold it in.
3rd and long. It's Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan.
And he'll find Pittman. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A big connection on that one. 55 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And it was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
I just scraped it off the top, put it on the road, on the curve, on the block. Was already told I don't work by 10 o'clock. Deep in the streets, felt it, baby, it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I'm pretty at the phone. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock them.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hurts.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Here's Hurts to throw.
This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their own 22. Now Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A first carry for Najee Harris.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Trubisky. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. This is caught. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Zach Gentry, a 7-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So why go for that? The first half, you're going to tie the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the sack on first down, Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it to about the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Larry Ogunjobi. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Hurts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
Rolling to his right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Trubisky. Harris has it over the middle. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's go. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, 26 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Trubisky. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. They're confident.
As Sanders has it poked free, and it looks like Steeler football. It is! So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
Lock in.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Again, it's Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
To throw again on second down, Trubisky. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. Trubisky will throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sam Gentry, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He sets to fire deep. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Trubisky. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Quick slant finding Claypool. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Trubisky to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The quick slant caught. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Throwing now is Trubisky. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Lock in.
Here's Trubisky. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know this.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six.